Hello, I really like The Legend of Zelda. No, I'm not quite sure you understand me here. You see, I like it this much. I've got all the games, I've got all the bloody amiibos, I've got the Hyrule Historia, every HD release they've ever made. I've got digital downloads, I've got anniversary editions, I've got music CDs I don't even listen to. Because why would you need the CD if you've already got every soundtrack on your laptop? Box sets, console editions, if it's got Zelda on it, you can bet your money I'm a shill. I buy it. I'll buy it 2 times over. I have got nothing else to do with my life but to play fucking Zelda games. Listen, I had a Philips CDI. Yes, I've experienced those nightmares firsthand. I've played Link's crossbow training. And I'm not here to check your nerd card about Zelda, even though the official timeline is wrong. Don't believe anything it says in there because, you know, something's definitely, they just don't match up, okay? Never mind. But what I really want to tell you is, hasn't it been ages since we had a Zelda game released, a new Zelda game? The last one was A Link Between Worlds, and a lot of people seem to have gone past that one on account of it being on the 3DS. So a lot of people will tell you like, oh, Skyward Sword was the last Zelda game, and if that's the last memory they have of a Zelda game, well, there's definitely better ones out there. So aren't we all stoked for Breath of the Wild? We are. Breath of the Wild was the most talked about game of the last E3 2016, and it's only one of 3 things that Nintendo showed us that was new. They showed us this new IP called something Oasis. I'm bad with names, but it does look fun. They showed us Pokemon Sun and Moon, and we've already seen that before. Zelda Breath of the Wild is what they kicked off with, and the rest has just been, oh well, nothing else could be bothered to, you know, even show up really. So, what do I mean Breath of the Wild is 8-bit? If you can see that, you can see behind me, that's Hyrule Warriors. Like, it's a Zelda, but it's not a proper Zelda. But look at that. When I say, oh, 8-bit, do I mean like you walk around the original Zelda map and do your missions? That'd be bloody stupid, wouldn't it? The original Zelda, what did it do? It just dropped you off in the middle of nowhere and told you like, okay, here's your game, beat Ganon, he's got 2 ends. You figure it out. Mind you, this was part because the limitations of the consoles back in those days, they really couldn't do much. An intro screen where they misspelled Ganon's name was basically the best they could come up with. So, us, the players, them, the players, we all had to figure it out from scratch. We were traversing along the lines, you know, like the proper explorers of all, like Lewis and Kent, like those lads. We were going all across the map, trying to find new things, bombing every single wall we could find, trying to light on fire every bloody bush because those candle items, they come from somewhere. And by the way, I know enough of burning bush. On from that day and age, which is now bugger, nearly 30 years ago, it was vast. The game was huge. So Nintendo has obviously harkened back to those days. We've all seen the image, but if you haven't seen the image, I'm just going to show it quickly right here. I mean, spliced in between the shots like now. I hate it when they cut me off. So, Breath of the Wild, what we've seen of it, to me, like, everything they've done from Link to the Past onwards, you know, setting up the story, like, oh, here are the maidens, here are the sages, here are these few shadow pieces, here are these gems you have to collect. No, nothing. You wake up, you're naked. Why are we naked? Never mind. Anyway, you wake up and once again, Nintendo just thrusts you into a big open field. And Nintendo has basically done the same thing again. They've created a huge playing field and we're lost all over again. Yes, the Sheikah Slate is around and it does seem to tell you where you're going, but the original plateau that they showed off as the demo at E3 is apparently only 2% of the entire bloody game. That's madness. You know, a single square back in the day was enough to confuse us, but now space has perception of games inside the games has grown. We're now more 3D than ever. Virtual reality is coming our way, is our way. So we're now seeing more. So we don't have to pay as much attention to minute details. Like you can see that one tree being slightly off center. Here, oh my god, just look at that. You can go anywhere there. So that's basically what Nintendo has done again. We're left with nothing. Start off with nothing. Nobody's really telling us like, oh, you're gonna need a hammer to smash down those poles so you can go across that bridge. Nobody's telling us, oh, you need a fire rod to burn away that web so, you know, you can process through the tree. Nobody's telling us like, oh, these bombs can be placed near cracked walls and you have to blow up this boulder that's blocking the path of the mountain. We're lost again. We're on a new adventure. Mind you, the previous ones were adventures. It's like, it feels to me they have more emphasis on exploration. And people cite things like Skyrim. It's exactly the same, isn't it? You walk around, you find new caves, you see strange enemies you haven't seen before, and then all of a sudden you find an altar. I don't know, you don't know, the game isn't even out yet. I'm very stoked for this game, can't you tell? So, yeah, I wish I had a more cohesive point to write this down as, but that's what I mean with Breath of the Wild is 8-bit. It invokes more of the classic NES Zelda than it does of any of the predecessors. And is that a bad thing? Because I tend to hear from especially 3D Zeldas is that your guide, your navis, your fees or fies, they bother you constantly with your goals, with your next step in the narrative. It's like, bugger off and let me explore things on my own account. Where has the magic gone? Well, the magic is still there, because, you know, fairies and dragons and things like that. Don't take me so literally, you piss off. What I mean to say, like everything we've known about Zelda, everything we've learned, like what to expect, and as players, as human beings, because it's been decades I've been toying around with this stuff. It's gone out the window. We're back at square one. And I can't be any more happier about it.
Shutdown initiated.